Good morning students. This lecture we are going to solve sum number 8 of retirement which is given on page number 267. So let us have a look of sum. Jaya, Mamta and Smruti are partners sharing profit and loss in the ratio of 2 by 5, 5 by 10 and 1 by 10. Balance sheet of the firm as on 31/3/2016 was as under. Balance sheet is given to us. Creditors, general reserve, capital account, current account, bad debts reserve, goodwill, building machinery, investment stock, debtors, loan to Smruti and current account of Smruti. Smruti retired on 1/4/2017 as a partner. At the time of her retirement, partner decided that, so adjustments are given. Now we will have to make here current account also because current account balance are given. So total 4 accounts we will be making and a balance sheet after the retirement of the retiring partner who is Smruti. So revaluation account, partner's current account, partner's capital account, bank cash account and balance sheet we will be making. Okay, now let us go through the adjustment and put a tick mark near the affected items of adjustment. Adjustment number 1 says rupees 4,000 is outstanding for rent payable. So it is a separate adjustment. Direct effect will be given. There is nothing like outstanding payable rent in our old balance sheet. Second is interest on investment is receivable rupees 2,500. Again, this is a separate adjustment. When any interest is due to be received on investment, it does not affect our investment. It is a separate one. This is an income which is yet to be recorded in the books of account. So no need to put any tick mark anywhere. Third one is investment to be sold rupees 35,000. Now friends, investments are sold off for rupees 35,000. So this will affect our investment. We will put a tick mark near investment. So the fourth item at asset side we will write 3, and also we will find if there is any investment fluctuation reserve. There is no such reserve, right? So only at one place, that is investment, which is given in balance sheet, 3 we will mark. Now come to adjustment number 4. Goodwill of the firm is valued rupees 2 lakh. We have solved so many sums. We know that the effect of goodwill is given separately. It does not affect any item of our balance sheet, so no need to put tick mark anywhere. And the last adjustment is about their ratio. New ratio, Jaya and Mamta will share future profit in the ratio of 1:1. So that will be helpful to us for the purpose of calculating gain. Okay. Now let us take items of balance sheet one by one and accordingly we will record them after giving effect of adjustment. So we will start with the liability side. Liability side, the first item given to us is creditors rupees 90,000. Now friends, in creditors there is no adjustment, so it will be directly recorded at the new balance sheet liability side. So here in new balance sheet liability side we have written this creditors rupees 90,000. Okay, let's come to the next item. Next item is general reserve. So for general reserve, we know when any reserve is there, it is distributed among the partners in their old ratio. Now only changes here that this will be credited to partner's current account. Okay, we know that when current accounts are given, it is known as fixed capital method. In that case, any changes in capital are done in current account, means are recorded in current account. So this will be credited to current account of partners. Now in which ratio? So obviously old ratio, but we need to find here old ratio. So here it is. The share are given 2 by 5, 5 by 10 and 1 by 10. Denominators are not equal, so we will make denominators are equal. We will make denominators equal. So it is 2. LCM we can see here. LCM will come 10. So here we want 10. We will multiply numerator and denominator by 2. So 4 by 10 here, as it is 5 by 10 and 1 by 10. So our ratio will be 62:1. General reserve, which is given to us 70,000, will be distributed among all three partners in this ratio. So 4:5:1. When we will distribute in the ratio of 4:5:1, we will get amount 28,000, 35,000 and 7,000. Total amount is 70,000. So by general reserve, 28,000, 35,000 and 7,000 in current account of partners. Okay. Next item. Now capital accounts. Capital accounts are given 2 lakh, 1 lakh and 90,000 respectively. So capital will be recorded in capital account. So here it is, partners capital account, credit side by balance brought forward 2 lakh, 1 lakh and 90,000. Okay, let's see the next item. Next item is current account. Current account of Jaya and Mamta 26,000 and 14,000. So current account of Jaya and Mamta 26,000 and 14,000, as it is a credit balance, will be written as a opening current account credit balance in current account. So in partners current account, by balance brought down, brought forward, or 26,000 and 14,000 in the column of Jaya and Mamta respectively, and Smruti column we will put a dash. Friends, next item given to us is bad debts reserve. We can two treatment for bad debts reserve. Either we will continue writing in liability side or we will deduct from debtors. So here I have decided to deduct it from debtors. I will be deducting this amount from debtors while we will record debtors. Asset side we will deduct BDR, or you may continue writing in liability side. Both the treatment are accepted. Let's see the next item. Now we have already finished with the liability side of balance sheet. We will continue with the asset side. Asset side first item is goodwill rupees 30,000. Friends, this is the old amount of goodwill. It need to be written off among all the partners in their old ratio. Old ratio we have seen, it is 4:5:1. The total amount of goodwill is 30,000. Now it will be written off. The only change is this will be written off against current account, means this will be debited to partners current account instead of capital account. Okay, so in current account debit side we will be writing goodwill to goodwill. Now the total amount of goodwill is rupees 30,000. When we will distribute this amount in the proportion of 4:5:1, we will get 12,000, 15,000 and 3,000 respectively. So accordingly we have recorded at the debit side of current account of partners. Next item, friends. Next two items are building and machinery, 2,82,000 and 1,45,000 respectively. Now building and machinery, we do not have any adjustment here, so directly they will be recorded to the asset side of balance sheet. So we will be recording here. Here it is, building 2,82,000 without any change, and machinery 1,45,000. Okay, next item. Now friends, investment are given 33,000 and one adjustment, that is adjustment number 3, which is given to us. Investment to be sold for rupees 35,000. Friends, investment are to be sold for rupees 35,000. What to do here? We are selling out all the investment, right? So what will happen? The entry will be cash or bank account debit to investment account. Okay, and how much amount? 35,000. Actually the investment given are 33,000, but we are selling it for rupees 35,000. That means there is a profit of rupees 2,000, and this is a profit at the time of reconstruction, so will be credited to revaluation account. So friends, investment are, as they are sold off, nothing will be shown in new balance sheet after retirement of the retiring partner, who is Smruti. What will we do? 33,000 are the price of investment. It is sold for 35,000. So 35,000 will be recorded in cash or bank column and cash or bank account, and rupees 2,000 will be credited to revaluation account. So here it is, in cash or bank account to investment account 35,000. Again I tell you, it is 35,000 here because we are selling it for 35,000, and its cost in the books is given rupees 33,000. So there is a profit of 2,000 which is credited to revaluation account, investment account. How much? Rupees 2,000. Next one. Next item given to us is stock rupees 20,000 and debtors rupees 50,000. So friend, stock there is no adjustment. We will directly record in the asset side, at the asset side of balance sheet. So stock 20,000. Okay, and next item was debtors rupees 50,000. While discussing the liability side, we got one item BDR that we have not recorded anywhere. So here we will be deducting from the amount of debtors. So debtors given to us 50,000 and BDR minus 10,000, outer column 40,000. If you want to write 50,000 directly in outer column, this BDR you will write at the liability side of balance sheet. Okay, next item. Loan to Smruti 30,000. Loan to Smruti given at the asset side. Loan to Smruti, that means this is a loan given by firm to the partner. Given by firm to the partner. Now, as this partner Smruti is going to be retired, so his loan will be debited to his current or capital account. Here we are making current account, so this loan will be debited to his. If he is not retiring, suppose Smruti is not retiring, then the loan of Smruti will be carried forward in the new balance sheet at asset side as it is. But as he is retiring, we have to finish all the accounts related to her. What will happen with the loan? This is the loan given to her. That means firm supposed to collect that amount from her. So this amount will be debited to her her current account. So here it is. In current account, to loan to Smruti, in the Smruti's column 30,000. Okay, and the next item is current account of Smruti. So friends, current account balance is given at the asset side, that is it is a debit balance of current account. Earlier we have recorded balance of Jaya and Mamta, those two balance were credit balance, we have recorded at the credit side. This is the debit balance of Smruti, so will be recorded at the debit side. So two balance brought forward in the column of Smruti rupees 10,000. So here we have finished with the items of balance sheet. Now we will consider all the remaining adjustment which we have not yet considered. So one by one we will go through. Adjustment number 1 says rupees 4,000 is outstanding for rent payable. Now friends, rent payable, outstanding rent payable, it is our liability, and as it is unrecorded, so there will be, it is one kind of loss to us when we record it. So entry will be revaluation account, debit to outstanding rent account. So here revaluation account debit side, outstanding payable rent rupees 4,000, and here in balance sheet liability side, outstanding payable rent rupees 4,000. Next item. Next adjustment says investment, interest on investment is receivable rupees 2,500. Again friend, earlier also I have explained about this. Interest on investment, it is an income which is not recorded in the books of account. It has to take nothing with the investment. It is neither added nor deducted from investment or investment fluctuation. These are nothing. It is given, separate entry is given for this. Now as it is unrecorded, it is outstanding also. It will be considered as an asset, and as it is an income also which is unrecorded, so it will be credited to revaluation account. So in revaluation account credit side by interest on investment rupees 2,500 which is receivable, and here asset side outstanding interest on investment rupees 2,500. Okay friends, next item. Investment to be sold for rupees 35,000. We have already, so for this adjustment we have already given the effect. So we will go for the next one. The next one says goodwill of the firm is valued rupees 2 lakh, and then after it is given Jaya and Mamta will share future profit in the ratio of 1:1. The last two adjustment says fourth number says that goodwill of the firm is valued rupees 2 lakh, and they will be distributing their profit in future in equal ratio, that is 1:1. So first of all we will finding gain share. right? So gain share, to define gain share, old share we have already calculated. Old ratio is 4:5:1 and new ratio is given in adjustment number 5, 1:1. Now gain share equals to, we know that new share minus old share. Let us talk about Jaya. Jaya's new share is 1/2 and old share was 4/10. 1/2 minus 4/10, 10 will be LCM. 2 5 is 10, 5 1 is 5 and 10 1 is 10, 1 4 is 4. 5 minus 4 upon 10, that is 1 upon 10. So Jaya is gaining how much? 1/10. Let's talk about Mamta. Mamta's new ratio is, new share is 1/2 and old share was 5/10. So 1/2 minus 5/10, 10 will be LCM. 2 5 is 10, 5 1 is 5 and 10 1 is 10, 1 5 is 5. So 5 minus 5 upon 10, that is what? 0. So only Jaya is gaining here. Jaya is gaining, and who is sacrificing? We know retiring partner is sacrificing. Who is retiring partner? Smruti. So whatever will be the amount of goodwill payable to Smruti, it will be paid by Jaya only, because Jaya is the only one who is gaining because of retirement of Smruti. Okay, so let us find out how much amount is payable to Smruti. Firm's goodwill is valued rupees 2 lakh, which is given to us in adjustment number 4. Now Smruti's share in goodwill, Smruti's share in firm's goodwill, 2 lakh into 1/10. Smruti's share was 1/10, so it comes to rupees 20,000. So rupees 20,000 is the amount of goodwill which is to be paid to Smruti, and this goodwill will be paid by whom? By Jaya, because Jaya is only the one who is gaining. Now as we know, when goodwill is paid to retiring partner, it is adjusted to their capital or current account. Here we are making current account, so this goodwill will be adjusted from current account. It will be debited to current account of Jaya and will be credited to current account of Smruti. So here the entry is Jaya's current account debit 20,000 to Smruti's current account 20,000. Now let us do the posting of this. The posting of this will be done in current account. Here in current account, in the column of Smruti, we will write 20,000, and in particular we will write by Jaya's current account, and this is supposed to be debited in Jaya's column. So here it is 20,000 debited to Jaya's column, and in particular we will write to Smruti's current account how much? 20,000. So here we have finished with all the adjustment. Now what we need to do, we need to find out the profit or loss on revaluation. So let us close the revaluation account. Here it is. Revaluation account, credit side 2 items are there, 2,000 and 2,500, total is 4,500, and debit side only one item is there, 4,000. So difference comes how much? 500. Now this is the profit on revaluation. This difference we very well know about this, will be distributed in their old proportion, which is 4:5:1. When we will distribute 500 in the proportion of 4:5:1, we get 200, 250 and 50 rupees respectively. So we have recorded here. Now as this should be credited to their current account, so in current account we will be transferring this current account here by revaluation account 200, 250 and 50. Okay friends, so we have finished with revaluation account also. Now we have two accounts, actually three, but let us talk about first two accounts, capital account and current account. So friends, capital account will have its own balance, will be written accordingly, and current account will have its own balance, will be written accordingly. But here out of three, one partner is retiring. If any partner is retiring from the firm, his current account is closed and transferred to the capital account. Whatever the balance is, it is adjusted against capital. So first of all, we will have to close the current account of Smruti because he is retiring. So let us see. If we will see in Smruti's account, debit side three items are there, 30,000, 3,000 and 10,000, so total 43,000, and credit side there are three items, 50 rupees, 20,000 and 7,000, so 27,050. Now we will find the difference. So difference will be at the credit side because credit side total is less. So when we will deduct 27,015 from 43,000, we get 15,950. So this is the balance of current account of Smruti, which is debit balance, this will be adjusted against capital account of Smruti. So what we will write here, by Smruti's capital account, dash and only Smruti has, na? So 15950, and this 15950, as they are credited here, it will be debited to Smruti's capital account. So here it is Smruti's capital account 15950, and here we will write to Smruti's current account. There we have written by Smruti's capital, here we will write to Smruti's current account. How much? 15950. Let us talk about the balance of remaining two. So we will be finding balance and we will be writing accordingly in the books. If we talk about Jaya has 3 entry at the credit side, 26,000, 28,200 respectively, and total is 54,200. Debit side only 2 entries are there, 12,000 and 20,000, total is 32,000. Credit total is more, 54,200. We deduct 32,000 from 54,200, we will get 22,200, which is the closing balance of current account of Jaya. Let us talk about Mamta. Credit side 3 items are there, 14,000, 35,000 and 250. Total is 49,250. Debit side only one item is there, which is 15,000. So when we will deduct 15,000 from 49,250, we get 34,250. So this is the closing balance of current account of Mamta. So here we will be writing two balance carry forward, 22,200 and 34,250. This is the credit balance of current account of Jaya and Mamta. As it is a credit balance, will be recorded at the liability side of balance sheet. So here it is current account Jaya 22,200 and Mamta 34,250. Outer column 56,450. So we have finished with current account also. Now we will be closing capital account. So friends, we very well know when we close current capital account, first of all we need to deal with the capital account of the retiring partner. Here Smruti is retiring and we will see 90,000 is the credit side and debit side there is only one entry, 15,950. So the difference is 74050 and no information is given what to do with this amount. Neither they have given any information nor we have enough cash balance. We do not have any cash balance. We have only 35,000 which is generated out of investment. So this entire difference which is payable amount to Smruti will be converted to her loan account or will be transferred to her loan account. So 74,050 will be to Smruti's loan account 74050, and as it is a liability will be shown at the liability side of balance sheet. Smruti's loan account 74050. Finally we will close the capital account of remaining two. Credit side 2 lakh and 1 lakh, debit side nothing, so it will be carry forward 2 lakh 1 lakh only, right? And capital accounts are fixed here, so their capital are going to remain same which were before retirement, 2 lakh and 1 lakh. So here it is capital account Jaya 2 lakh and Mamta rupees 1 lakh, total 3 lakh. Now the only thing is left to close current cash account. Cash account, friends, in this sum we did not have any opening balance. Only the thing we had was the amount which is realized by selling the investment. So to investment we had written, that is 35,000, and the same is going to be the closing balance of cash or bank. So by balance carry forward 35,000, here it is at the asset side, bank oblique cash balance 35,000. Okay friends, now we will be making total of balance sheet. When I make total of balance sheet, it comes both the side, 5,24,500, 5,24,500. The only change is, if you want to write this BDR at the liability side, you will be writing debtors here 50,000 and BDR will come here 10,000. In that case, your balance sheet total will be 5,34,500. 10,000 will increase. Okay, that both the treatment are accepted. I prefer this to do, so I have done it like this. Okay, friend, thank you.